We all have places we go that make us feel most alive. Sometimes it's a destination. Sometimes it's a pursuit. It's difficult to define, but when we're there, we know it. Time slows down. Smiles come easier, and the sense of calm is medicine for the soul. In this episode, we join Mossy Oak's own Jon Tatum and local fishing legend Mitch Harrison as they chase for deepwater largemouth bass in Mississippi.
I guess I got started fishing when I was a kid. I got very vivid memories of my dad taking me to his great uncle's pond catfishing, and very vivid memories of my dad dragging me across a bean field that was taller than I was to get to the Manatee Creek, just to catch a little brim or channel cat or whatever we could catch with a cork and a worm out of the Manatee Creek. To me, personally, it really didn't matter. When the brim were bedding, I wanted to go brim fishing. When the crappie were spawning in the stumps, I wanted to go crappie fishing. The bass, I just took to them, and there was just something different about catching a largemouth bass. I'm a species guy, but when it comes down to it, bass is probably my number one. Mitch Harrison, I don't know how to say it. I mean, he's fished for years on Pickwick, Bay Springs, the waterway. I mean, people know him as a really dang good fisherman, and he is. I mean, I've heard him called a local legend.
He was always curious, as if anybody knows Jon. He's going to ask you about 400 questions to learn something. So anyway, he always intrigued me about the knowledge that he wanted to know about certain fishing techniques and this and that. And we got to go a couple times. We fished a couple of tournaments together, and we just had fun. And I think a lot of Jon. He's a good guy.
Now, I talk to him basically daily about fishing. We talk about what he's been catching here and there, and what tournaments he's fishing coming up, or what everybody else is doing. We all got buddies that fish, and we've deer hunted together and duck hunted together, and we just struck a chord together, and we just buddies. Go fishing together quite regularly.
I guess it goes back to the early childhood of catching that one big fish early, and the memory of that fish coming up and walking on its tail, trying to throw that bait out, has stuck and it's burned so much with me that it's just an addiction. It's just all you can say about it. It's just an addiction. You got to go. It's a big part of my life. I have a very, very deep passion for fishing. There's nothing out there that I would rather be doing. It's a big part of my life, like I said, and it's by far my element.
I was blessed, I was privileged to grow up in North Mississippi. We have an endless supply of water around us to fish. I got hooked on it early. I'm still hooked, and I'll probably be hooked on it till the day I die. So fishing is my element. It's where I'm most comfortable, most at ease. It's just peaceful. Fishing is my element.
Though they are often very different, each of us shares our own unique connection with the outdoors. A passion that drives us, defines us, and centers us. It's where we are most at home. It's where we are in our element.